It's not unusual for a wedding to involve rings, but since this is Daniel and Lunden's wedding, the rings are a little different. To begin with, there's more than one set. And the set that they've asked me to talk about are the Tucum rings. They come with a story. A U.S. bishop was visiting with an indigenous tribe in Brazil. He was awed by their faith and their resilience, but mortified by the story of their past of pain. He asked their forgiveness for the treatment of their people by his, and more importantly, for their forgiveness for the church's complicity in the oppression of their people over the centuries. The bishop took off his gold ring, which was the symbol of his office, and gave it to the chief, saying, "We cannot return all the gold we took, or restore all the lives we destroyed, but we long to try and make things right. Take this ring as a symbol of my desire for what the church will be, no longer taking, but giving." The chief accepted the ring, and then to the bishop's surprise, reciprocated by taking off the ring that he wore, a Tucum ring, and giving it to the bishop as a symbol of his forgiveness and solidarity. And so these rings that Daniel and Lunden will wear are a sign of solidarity with the least of these. Those who wear these rings are saying that they will accept the weight of this struggle and its consequences. To wear these rings is to embrace a theology of liberation and to make a commitment to pray and work for justice, for the poor, the marginalized, the victims of injustice. So it's a very interesting story. But what does it have to do with what we're doing today? Daniel wrote to me, when I proposed to Lunden in May of 2011, we were on a beach in Hawaii. On one knee, I mentioned the beauty that we were surrounded with and how we'd been wondering, why do we live in Philadelphia? Which does not, for all its joys, begin to compare with the beauty of Hawaii. But Daniel said, it's because we have a commitment to work for suffering people, people who are being harmed and abused. I have a lot of friends committed to social justice. I don't know that any of them have managed to work that into a marriage proposal. Or to get her to say yes. It's a good sign.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah. I've known Daniel for a very long time, and you know it's dangerous to ask people to speak when they've known you for a long time.
Especially ministers.
Right. It's dangerous to ask ministers to talk under any circumstances at all. But you don't need to be worried. I'm so honored to be part of this day, to represent the Baptist Peace Fellowship and all the people within that group who love you and respect you and share in your joy this day. And Lunden, as you know very well, some of us have been planning Daniel's wedding for a very long time. We've been planning Daniel's wedding longer than he's known Lunden. And while you didn't agree for reasons I don't understand to live bridesmaids carrying live peacocks, it was a beautiful idea. You yourself are far more wonderful than we ever could have imagined. We stood around laughingly planning this ceremony.
Amen. Yeah.
So it's an honor to be a part of officially joining your lives together. It has been a delight to watch you two find one another and to commit to one another. Your mutual joy, love, respect, and happiness is a wonderful thing to see. And the fact that you are committing even today, your special day, to remember to reach beyond your circle of love and touch and change the lives around you is an inspiration. Tucum rings were once a symbol of marriage for people who could not afford to buy gold. You could afford gold, but you've chosen to live differently. The rings are made from a tree which is difficult to cultivate due to its long, thin, sharp thorns. They're made by hand from the fruit's hard shell, typically taking over 1 hour per ring. I think you've chosen to do the same thing with your lives, to reach into the midst of thorns and to claim through hard work and determination something of lasting beauty and meaning. How wonderful that you've each found a partner in that difficult, beautiful journey. So may the rings you wear be a symbol of the love you've found together. May they bring you joy each time you look upon them and remind you of the eternal circle of love. And may they embolden you to live courageously together towards your common commitment.
Amen.
And when he speaks to you, believe in him. Though his voice may shatter your dreams as the north wind lays waste to the garden. For even as he crowns you, shall he crucify you. Even as he is here for your growth, so he is here for your pruning. Even as he ascends to your height and caresses your tenderest branches with quiver in the sun, so shall he descend to your roots and shake them in their clinging to the earth.
Like sheaves of corn, he gathers you unto himself. He threshes you to make you naked. He sifts you to free you from your husks. He grinds you to whiteness. He kneads you until you are pliant. And then he assigns you to his sacred fire that you may become sacred bread for God's sacred feast. All these things shall love do unto you, that you may know the secrets of your heart, and in that knowledge become a fragment of life's part. But if in your fear you would seek only love's peace and love's pleasure, then it is better for you that you cover your nakedness and pass out of love's threshing floor into the seasonless world where you shall laugh, but not all of your laughter, and weep, but not all of your tears.
Love gives not but itself, and takes not but from itself. Love possesses not, nor would it be possessed, for love is sufficient unto love. When you love, you should not say, God is in my heart, but rather, I am in the heart of God. And think not you can direct the course of love, for love, if it finds you worthy, directs your course. Love has no other desire but to fulfill itself. But if you love and must needs have desires, let these be your desires. To melt and be like a running brook that sings its melody to the night. To know the pain of too much tenderness. To be wounded by your own understanding of love, and to bleed willingly and joyfully. To wake at dawn with a winged heart and give thanks for another day of loving. To rest at the noon hour and meditate love's ecstasy. To return home at eventide with gratitude. And then to sleep with a prayer for the beloved in your heart and a song of praise upon your lips.